Are you tired of calling commercial real estate brokers to find multifamily deals? Isn't that the worst? They're not taking you seriously, or worse, even they make you jump through a bunch of hoops, like ask you for proof of funds. So if you've had that kind of experience and you're frustrated and you're about to give up, do not despair. We're going to solve that in this video. Let's do this. Hey there, I'm Michael Blank. I teach people how to become financially free with real estate by investing in apartment buildings. We post new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing. So if brokers aren't taking you seriously, it's not your fault. If they're not returning your phone calls or treating you like newbies, they're asking for proof of funds or making you jump through some kind of hoop, don't take it personally. It's not you. It's the language that you're using when you're calling brokers. And so we're going to fix that. In this video, I'm going to give you the exact script to use to call brokers. And when you do that, they return your phone calls, they don't ask you for funds, and they start feeding you off-market deals. I'm going to save you from a lot of broker rejection right now, because back when I started calling brokers in 2007, I finally cracked the code. I figured out a very simple script that almost guarantees that brokers will take you seriously. This is really important because brokers, look, they're busy people. They got a lot of calls from tire kickers, and you're, in their mind, probably one of them. So when you approach them using the right language from a position of confidence, they will take you seriously. And that is where the magic happens, because a lot of the action happens in semi-off-market or off-market deals, okay? Because, look, brokers want to be efficient. If they take you seriously, they know you can perform, and they know what you're looking for. When they get a deal that matches what you're looking for and the fit is really high, they can probably get away from not listing the property, which is a lot of work, and they'll just give you the deal. So here's exactly the script to use so you can be taken seriously and get off-market deals. All right, when you call brokers, use this script. I work with a group of high net worth individuals, and we'd like to expand into the Atlanta market. We already have property management company XYZ working with us, and we're continuing to build our team locally. We're looking for deals in the $1 to $2.5 million range, at least a 6% cap rate, and we'd consider a light to medium renovation, but no repositions. Is there anything you have in your pipeline that you can send me for review? Now, let me break it down for you. Here's a few things that we did in this script that are super important, maybe subtle, but super important. Number one, we addressed the money part because we're saying that we're working with a group of high net worth individuals. That's important. We addressed the second main concern, which is the experience part, and we're saying that we're already working with a property management company that maybe the broker even knows, and we're expanding. Okay, now, of course, we're expanding. We're always expanding. We just happen to be expanding from a position of zero. We are also saying that we are working with a team as well. You're also using insider words like cap rate and repositions, which is, lingo for really big renovations. And we're going to do light renovations, but not super big, like gut jobs. Okay, now, in order to use the script with confidence, there's going to be two things you'll need to do. Number one, you have to educate yourself. Now, this doesn't take years, okay? It takes weeks. You have to use insider information, and you have to know what cap rate means and reposition a bunch of other words that you can then use with confidence. Now, to get started, we have a lot of resources for you. We have a lot of resources in the YouTube channel. We have the Apartment Building Investing podcast that you subscribe to. We also, if you're ready to invest in yourself, we have an online course called The Ultimate Guide to Buying Apartment Buildings with Private Money. We also have mentoring and live events, okay? So there's a lot of free resources to help you. And if you're ready to invest in yourself, then definitely do that. Again, good news is it doesn't take a long time. It takes maybe 4 to 6 weeks. You'll be able to analyze deals and use language with confidence. So that's the first thing you need to do. Number two, you got to build your team, okay? You need to have an experienced property manager and a lender on your team at a minimum. To help you build your team, check out my video blog called How to Build Your Commercial Real Estate Team and Get Your First Deals. Again, the good news is these are not going to take months or even weeks. They take 30 days, and you have a team built. And from that position, you can now approach brokers with confidence, and you'll be able to tell the difference in how they treat you. Now, don't just take my word for it, okay? Because it worked for me, but it's worked for dozens of others. One of them, a particular example that came up with Anthony Metzger. The reason I bring him up is he's a relatively young guy, no real estate experience, not really any money to invest at all. And he did invest in my online course, The Ultimate Guide I just mentioned. But because of that, because he educated himself and he had a team, when he called brokers, they took him seriously enough to award him, get this, an $11 million deal, which he then brought to us via the Deal Desk program. You can check that out, themichaelblank.com/partner. But he brought it to us, but he was able to convince the broker to take him seriously, which was amazing. And we, of course, partnered with him and closed the deal. It was the largest deal desk deal that we've ever done with anybody else. And his share of the acquisition fee was $20,000. And now he's got one heck of a track record. So anyway, my point is this. If you approach brokers with the script I just gave you, they are going to take you seriously, going to return your calls. They're not going to ask you for proof of funds. And that is your ticket to off-market deals, my friends. So speaking of market deals, there's another cool secret to get more off-market deals, okay? So watch this next video to find out what it is. What are you still doing here? Go watch that video.